Over the years, Keri Russell has quietly established herself as one of the greats of her generation. She rose to fame with her portrayal of Felicity Porter in the TV series Felicity, which had a 4-year run from 1998 to 2002. Since then, she's appeared in numerous hits, including Waitress, Running Wild, Auditioning, Dark Skies, and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. She also appeared in The Americans and was nominated for an Emmy for her work. The role also earned her several Golden Globe Awards. In 2017, she was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Keri Russell. She originally wanted to be a dancer. While growing up, she had dreams of performing, but her heart was set on being a dancer. At age 13, she earned a scholarship to a dance school and her career was put into motion. She earned her spot on the all-new Mickey Mouse Club at the age of 15. She was hired as a dancer, but she was too good an actress to stay in the Follies. Co-host Fred Newman said, "She ended up being this fantastic actor, so we started writing more sketches for her." She was on the show from 1991 to 1994 and co-starred with future actor Ryan Gosling and future pop stars Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera. She almost wasn't cast on Felicity. Russell rose to fame after portraying the titular character in the hit 90s drama Felicity. She even earned 2 Golden Globe nominations for its first season. And interestingly enough, the actress almost didn't get the part because J.J. Abrams, who co-created the show, thought she was way too attractive for the part. Abrams told the Washington Post, "We thought, she's so beautiful, no, it can't work. She's not believable as someone with problems. Is she accessible? Is she vulnerable?" But then during the auditions, Russell showed Abrams what she could do. He said, "But then she read the scene. And she played it at so many levels, serious and funny. She let herself look ridiculous." Just like that, it seems Abrams found their lead. As far as Russell herself knew though, her chances of landing the role were slim since she was relatively inexperienced at that time. She said, "I got to the audition and there were 15 girls there, all these teenagers with beepers and cell phones." She cut her hair and made headlines. As many fans will recall, Keri Russell was at the center of one of the biggest TV controversies of the 90s. In 1999, Russell cut her long, curly hair and fans were devastated. Negative complaints flowed in and ratings for the show plummeted. As a result, WB executives called for network approval of all future hairstyle changes requested by talent. WB's entertainment president at the time said, "Nobody is cutting their hair again on our network." Russell took the blame and had to endure people approaching her on the street to complain or tell her she was pretty before she chopped her locks. But she never regretted it. As she put it, "I felt it was so the right move and I'm really glad they did it." She took a couple of years off acting. When Felicity came to an end, she took a couple of years off to get away from the pressures of fame and the expectations of Hollywood, not to mention the hectic workload. She also wasn't even sure whether she wanted to act, especially since she had never planned for that career path. She said, "I spent time acting like a kid. I went dancing, read books. I rented an apartment in New York with nothing more than a mattress on the floor." Even though she wasn't living a particularly luxurious lifestyle, it was exactly what she needed at the time. After such an intense experience at such a young age, having a chance to experience real life was vital. As she put it, "It saved my life." She almost turned down The Americans. In 2013, Russell was offered the part of Elizabeth Jennings on The Americans. The unconventional and creative character wound up being a game-changing opportunity for her and her career, and, in reflection, it is hard to believe the star almost turned it down. In her interview with HuffPost, Russell said, "I thought the pilot script was just so interesting. It was so far from a procedural. And I didn't know that I wanted to do it. I always say no to everything. I never want to do anything. But I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I read it, and it was one of those things where I was riding my bike around Brooklyn or doing the dishes, and I kept trying to figure it out because it's so not clear. It's still not clear to me. But there's so many different levels to it." Over the 5 years that The Americans aired, the show was nominated for more than 150 awards while landing almost 40 wins. The cast and characters were a huge reason the FX show was such a hit, and it is safe to say that the fans, viewers, and, of course, Russell are pleased with the way everything turned out. She kept getting typecast as a pregnant woman for a while. She played a pregnant woman in 4 films in a row. In 2 of the 4 films, The Magic of Ordinary Days and August Rush, she played unwed mothers-to-be whose circumstances lead to much drama. In The Girl in the Park, she again played an unmarried pregnant woman, although this time her character is engaged. In Waitress, her expecting character is married, but planning to leave her controlling, deadbeat husband. She told The Hollywood Reporter, "I think there's something about my face that screams, 'nice pregnant girl.'" She loved being unrecognizable in Star Wars. One of her most exciting roles in recent years was in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. She played Zori Bliss, a cameo role in the film. Even fans of the actress may have missed her appearance in the movie because, as she explained to Town and Country, her character wears a mask in every single shot. Hiding behind a mask meant she could feel powerful and brave. As she said, "It was very attractive, the idea of not being the lead. The mask, I felt safe in it. You don't have to be embarrassed by anything." She hated learning about Regency-era etiquette for Austenland. Austenland focuses on a group of American Jane Austen fans who head out for a weekend of Austen cosplay. The film's director tried to be as true to the era as possible, even though the characters are only reenacting the time period. According to Russell, the training was a little too excessive for the project. She told Glamour, "We took an 8 hours too long etiquette course, and I never have to hear about silverware to save my life again." Apparently, she only really took in about a third of it. She found it so boring that she even snuck into the bathroom to eat candy. She was once a spokesperson for CoverGirl Cosmetics. In 2006, she became a spokeswoman for CoverGirl Cosmetics, her first big modeling gig. She was hired to promote a new Outlast Double Lip Shine. As part of her promotional work, she filmed the Keri Chronicles, a reality show for MySpace that claimed to offer a look into her life. Sadly, it appears to have been wiped from the internet. Her best pickup line: "If you see an attractive human at a crowded party or a dimly lit bar, there are plenty of ways you could attempt to indicate your interest." During an appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Russell was asked to share her best pickup line, which she divulged after a short pause: "Wanna fuck."